Hello everyone, this is Suzanne on God Crochet and Chatter. Hi everyone, today is the day. Yes, I'm going to show you how to make this crocheted horse's head with the candy cane. And as you see, I have a tie here that can be hung on a tree. Or your little one can just happily carry it along in the house. Yes, they're very nice. I have made a ton of these. Here I've got, I call this one my Black Beauty. Got that one. Here's the purple girl. And I have this one. They look nice in all different colors. Of course, this is another Christmas one. So yeah, they make really nice gift packages. Here's a brown one. And here is my pretty girl, I call her. So I'm going to run through the pattern with you. I don't have the right equipment here to do what I want to do, but we'll get through it. Okay, you're going to need a G crochet hook, a pair of scissors, the good old darning needle, we all know what that looks like, your needle threader, a jingle bell. Now you can buy these at Joann's and all over the place. The Dollar Tree probably even has them. You're going to need your eyeballs, a stitch marker if you so desire, and a candy cane. All right. Now, I'm going to kind of read this through and kind of show you some things that I found that are little tips along the way. All right, so the pattern basically for your first 9 rows, you're going to be doing increasing with single crochet rows in between. Now this one here, I made a magic ring and I did 6 single crochet in the ring, and then I chained 1, and then I did a single crochet, 2 single crochets, single crochet, 2 single crochets all the way around. That gave me 9 single crochets. Then rows 3 through 5 are just a single crochet in each one, chain 1 after every round, and then I did a single crochet and an increase row again, and that got me up to 13. Rows 7 and 8 were a repeat, just 1 in each one, so you end up with 13. The next round you increase it to 19. I will have this pattern all written out. Now, up to that point, this is what you will have. There's his head, okay? So, now, what I'm going to do, this is starting the neck. Look at my neck, yeah. This is starting the neck. So, what you're going to do, you don't chain 1 here like you did on the other rounds, because now we're going to be working on the neck. And you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 chains. You're going to single crochet in the second chain from hook, and then you're going to do a single crochet in each single crochet in that chain. Okay, let me see where I'm at here. There we go. All right, I got to figure out how to angle my camera. I haven't quite got my setup yet. All right, so I did single crochets in that little chain, okay? Now we're going to work all the way around here. So what you're going to do is place a single crochet in every single crochet all the way around the head. That little chain piece down there is going to become the neck. So we're continuing up around the head with the single crochet, in each one. I think I ended up making 32 of these. Now my husband scarfed about 17 of them. He put them around our window. He's such a sweetheart. He takes such joy in those simple pleasures. All right, so I'm getting around the head here. And also when you make your magic ring to begin with, After you do a couple rows, you want to turn it inside out and quick sew that down secure from that magic ring. Alright, so I got all the way over here. So what I'm going to do is that very last one, I'm going to skip that very last one and start right down here in this chain. So 1, 2, you're working the opposite side of the chain that you did on the other side when you started out, the chain 7. So this one, and the very last one. Why is it the last one's always the hardest? Okay, so now you have what looks like this. Okay, there we go. Now, see this piece here? That's going to be the next. So now we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and you're going to single crochet all the way back around. So let's do that. I hope everyone's having a good day. I am going to be having surgery on December 10th on my knee. They're going to go in and clean up the debris that's in there. He said I might need a knee replacement later on down the road. I'm hoping not too much down the road because I'm 70 now, and you know, the older you get, you don't particularly like going into surgery. But I'm glad that I'm going to be getting it done because it's been keeping me up at night and just not good. So now we're just going back around. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we've been walking every day, even in the damp weather, and I'm trying not to get a cold. So, you know, I don't want that to happen. I don't want my surgery being canceled because it's keeping me up at night, and you know, when you don't get enough sleep at night, it just kind of throws your whole day off, doesn't it? You know, I sure do appreciate all my subscribers and my new subscribers. You know, I love each and every one of you, and I'm so thrilled to be bringing this crocheted horse's head to you. Like I said, it was a pattern that I received over 30 years ago, and I contacted the woman, and she gave me exclusive rights to that. I was so tickled. And I thought, you know what, I've been so blessed, I have to give this pattern away for free and show how to do it because it's brought me a lot of smiles doing it myself. Alright, so I got that row done. So that's what your horsey's looking like now. Okay, there's the side. See what he looks like? There's the front. Alright, you're going to chain 1 turn. Now on this row, and I'll have this pattern all written out for you, so don't worry about remembering it. I'll put it in the drop-down box for you. Now you're going to do 13 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Now we're going to do a decrease. It's a decrease over 2 stitches. So you bring up a loop in the next stitch, bring up a loop in the second stitch, yarn over, pull through all 3. Then do a single crochet and another decrease. Bring up a loop, bring up a loop, draw through all 3, and then single crochet all the way around. Now this is our first decrease row. Then we're going to do a row of crocheting all the way around again, and then we'll do a decrease on our 12th stitch. So they go really quick, and once you start memorizing the pattern, I'd say it probably could take a half hour to 45 minutes to make one from start to finish. That's making the mane for it and putting the jingle bell on and all that stuff. Alright, so I crocheted all the way around, and that was our decrease row. Now we're going to chain 1 and turn again, and we're going to go all the way around again. So I'm going to do that for you here. It was so nice when I finally memorized the pattern, because I could just start zipping through them. You know, when you have to keep stopping and looking at the pattern and figuring out where you're at. And I did not have a printer for a long time. Well, my neighbor lady, the other day, she called up and she said, would you like a nice surprise? And I said, oh, sure, everybody likes surprises, right? And she says, are you sure? I said, yeah, quit teasing me. What is it? Well, she knew a lady that was pretty well off to do, and sadly, they were going through a divorce. She says, I have a printer for you. She said, I think it's probably brand new. Would you like it? Yeah, I would like it. Sure. So she gets it and brings it to me. It's an HP printer. It's beautiful. I don't think it's ever been used. I mean, it is gorgeous. So I have to get some ink and some paper. Then I can start printing off my patterns, and I won't have to keep struggling going back and forth looking at my screen on my iPad and, you know, figuring out where I'm at. Okay, I'm done with this second row here after my decrease row. And then all there's left is 2 more rows. Okay, and as you can see, that is starting to form that nice thick neck. Isn't that something? Kind of get excited when you get to this point, like, yay! It really pops when you put the eyeballs on in the rain, and it's like, oh my goodness. All right, chain 1, and now we're going to count out 12 stitches. All right, so single crochet in the next 12. 1, 2, I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, now we're going to do that decrease again. Bring up a loop, bring up a loop, pull through all 3. Next single one is a single crochet, and then another decrease. Pull up a loop in the stitch, the next stitch, pull up a loop, draw through all 3. And as you know by now, crochet all the way down to your end, and then we're going to do 1 more row all the way around of our single crochets. Okay, excuse me for a minute. Oh, please, I do not want to get a cold. Sorry, but I wanted to get this video out today because I've got to get things going with my, you know, countdown to my surgery date. I want to have my house cleaned, of course, make sure there's meals fixed ahead. I need to run to the grocery store, all those things. You know, by the time you get to the hospital, you need to rest, right? Yeah, I'm sure some of you have experienced that. Okay, I got the decrease row done, and now we're going to do the last row of single crochet. All right, here we go. I don't know, when I do projects sometimes, it's like when you get an object done and then you put that border on to make it pop, or, you know, whatever it is that final, oh yeah, that's it now, that's looking good. I don't know about you, but I talk a lot when I crochet, like, yeah, you're doing it, girl. You're doing good. You know, it's a nice way to relax. Crocheting. It just takes your mind off of stuff. You know, as you know, I love to make happy gifts to send to people. And I figure if I can take the sadness away for just a little bit, the worries away for a little bit, that helps us get from day to day, doesn't it? Yeah. Sometimes we need our friends, and even if they're cyber friends, you know, I feel like I know a lot of you. You know, I read all the comments, and they really are such a blessing to me. You know, it's good to know that you're doing a good thing and that people appreciate it. It just makes you want to do all the more for them. I did start reading the first chapter of Luke today. If you open your Bible and read a chapter a day, it will take you up. It's got 24 chapters. It'll take you right up to the day before Christmas. And it's a wonderful thing to do. We read our chapter 1 today, so we're really excited about that. All right, now, right here, I just want you to pull up that and leave that, because we're going to need that later to crochet this shut. But we don't want to do that just yet, because we have got our ears to put on. So there's what he looks like. Okay, now, I went ahead and crocheted the ears. All you do is chain 4, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook, chain 1, and single crochet in that last stitch, and then that makes your ear. Now I leave these lengths on. Now what you're going to want to do is attach these, preferably on the decrease rows. So you kind of just eyeball it. So I'm going to, I get these even down here. You can even put a stitch marker down there if you want to help. And I just go, let's see. Okay, I think that looks about right. 'Cause sometimes you have to eyeball this part. It's, each ear turns out a little different, but that's okay. Okay, so I found my spot that I want to put my ear. And what you're going to do is lay your yarn here, your tail, and just draw it through that hole. Okay? And you draw that to the back side. This is why you leave this open, because you want to tie on your ears. And then I'm going to go, all right, on that same row, I'm going to skip 1 and come down into the 3rd hole on that same row up there and draw a tail through. Okay, there, done that. Okay, and then you just kind of check and see how it looks. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Sometimes they may not be quite perfect or something, but don't worry about that. It all works out and it all looks great. I think they do. All right, so basically what I'm doing is I'm tying that on. I do a double knot and then snip those off. Now I got my second ear made, and that's what it looks like again. Cute little ear. There you go, you're so cute. Okay, so there's the first ear. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to skip 2 in the center. All right, so there's my hole there. So 1, 2, and that 3rd one, I'm going to come up like that. I'm going to take this again, and I'm going to bring that through right there, and then skip 1, 2, yeah, okay, 1, 2, and pull it through that hole. Come on, get in there. There we go. Got it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think he looks pretty good. Okay, and then once again, you turn it. You find your 2 ends right here. And then you just make an overhand knot. Just like tying your shoes once and twice. Come up here, snip it. Okay, so now you got your ears on. Okay, see? Oh, those turned out pretty good. Yeah. All right, now what we're going to do is come back over here. Excuse me. Okay, what we're going to do... Oh, did I trim that? Let's see. What did I do here? All right, where are you from? Oh, I just have to I have to snip that where I made the magic ring. Okay, there we go. Thought, what's going on? There we go. Alright, back here, I'm going to stick my crochet hook in this first stitch here. And then over here where we ended off, let's see if I can get this in here for you. Alright, I'm on this side, the first stitch. I'm going to grab my loop, pull this down, and just pull that right through. Then I'm going to chain one. Now I'm going to go back into that first one and make a single crochet. Okay. Then you just go down, matching on each side, under both loops on each side, and single crochet all the way up. Now this is going to be where your mane is going to go. And I'll show you how I do that. It's very simple. Okay. I'm making my way down. Now some people like to sew it shut. If you prefer to do that, that's fine. I just find that this is a little quicker for me. And it ends up looking nice. You know, who would have imagined 30 years ago some nice lady, and she said it was kind of tricky coming up with this pattern. She had to do a lot of mistakes before she got it right. And I had a very nice talk with her on the phone, and she said, well, I think you're pretty honest. You know, you tracked me down, you asked my permission. I can appreciate that. And that made me feel good. All right, so what I do now, I crocheted it all the way up. Okay, it's all the way crocheted up. Now I'm going to cut, and I'm going to leave a little bit of a length, because later I can come back and trim that. And then you just pull that through, just like this. There you go. All right, so we got that part done. I hope you're enjoying this so far. I know I'm enjoying showing you. Okay, now later on, I'm not going to take time on camera to do it, but you're going to place your eyes, you know, like that. Now, I do use E6000 glue, so you glue your eyes on. And what I like to do is put my finger up there and kind of hold it against it, and then let it go and do the other side. E6000 dries really fast, and I made, oh, excuse me. Okay, this one is one I made, well, it has to be 25 years ago. And the eyeballs are still tight on there. So yeah, that's my very first one I made. Alright, I want to show you a couple more things before I let you go. After you get your eyeballs on and they're dry, you stick the candy cane up through here and the crook and the nose. Isn't he cute? And you're going to glue your eyes on. And then you're going to, let me see if I can find one here. Where is it? Here it is. Alright, I'm going to take the mane off of this one for a minute to show you how to tie this on. There's a little bit of a trick to it, nothing hard. Alright, so you're going to come up under his nose here like a bridle. You're going to cross it over and then come around with this one, cross it over. Okay, just like that. Underneath the bell, you're just going to tie an overhand knot. I'm really sorry. I wish you could see this, but it's not hard. Alright, so I'm doing my overhand knot. Okay, looking good. So there he is. I just crisscrossed them across the muzzle. And then I made an overhand knot. And then you're just going to bring it down like this. And you're going to tie it around that candy cane. And then, of course, you'll have your eyes glued on. Now, one more quick thing to show you on the fringe. Okay, I'm just going to cut off a couple of lengths here. I just, you know, about that much. And then you're going to be folding them over. So I'm going to do the first one, then you can do the rest on your own. So I do 2 of those. You can wrap it around a notebook, whatever you can find to wrap it around. It goes a little bit quicker that way. So you take 2 of these, fold it over. I'm going to come up here on my horse's head. See where I got that first strand? That's okay. We're going to go in that first single crochet. See those row of single crochets? You'll be putting them in each one of those single crochets. So you put your hook in, you go grab the 2 like this, pull it through, okay, and then you open up these 2 loops like this, grab all 4, bring it through, and pull. And there's your first amount on. You do that all the way across, all the way down like I did on this one. See how they're all tied in there? And then you tie on your muzzle. You already have your glue on your eyes. I do that after I do the mane. I put the mane on first, glue on my eyes, then I make my chain. All the chain is, what I did, I used my needle, I threaded the yarn, and then what you do, I can show you real quick the first part here. It's real easy. Alright, so I get my needle threader, put that in there, and pull that through. Now, how you get that bell on is like this. You take your needle and your bell, put it through like that. Okay, take your needle out, make your little loop here, and then you crochet. Now, I do 55. I'm only going to do 5 or 6 here just to show you. So I'm going to chain, say that's how many I wanted. Then you bring your bell down like that and you crochet it on. And then you would do 55 more, end off. And then when I get done, I like to take this here and snip it. Okay? And then when you get that done, you tie it on your horse, and to make the loop up on top, I just take a length of yarn, like this. Where's my needle? Here it is. I take my needle up on top, right there. I pull this through. Again, I fold it over. And again, I pull those through too, okay, like that. I just went through there, brought it up, similar to the fringe, but just 2 strands, 1 strand. And just make an overhand, little overhand, not as high as you want yours to be. And then double knot it here. And there's your hanger. There it is. Get camera. There we go. And then he will be done. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I've done the best I could for you. I'm going to write out the pattern, put it in the drop box below, so you'll have that pattern. If you have any questions about the pattern, if you get stuck on something, please let me know. I'll give you all the help I can. All right, everyone, I love you. You have a blessed day. And I will be doing a giveaway of 2 of my crochet horses head. That will be in my next video. Thank you, everyone. Bye.